Julia's hair journey. YouTube sent it to me, or my channel manager did, because I'm a YouTuber on 2 different channels. And last year I joined the channel, I joined the YouTube Shorts program, and then we got the not part-time, we just got the channel manager that would give us ideas. And I need to go to one of the YouTube Shorts like talks again, but they just aren't very convenient for my schedule, you know? It's been the thing. I went to one, but I just would like one that's a little bit more convenient for my schedule. I don't know. I am going to be making a new edited video for this channel because I bought something today that's very practical, that's going to upgrade something that was budgety, but yeah. So I'm hanging my sister's laundry. Here are the cat pants. Where did I get these from? I got these a long time ago, and I'm trying to remember who gave them to me. I don't know. Anyway, they have cats on them, very exaggerated cats. What does that have to do with my channel? So if you like that, you should go watch it. That has nothing to do with my channel at all. Oh, I'm doing laundry. That's what's happening. I have like this spammer account. It always comes on my channel to like write weird things. And like it's kind of, it's just at this point, like it's just weird. Like why? Like are you like are you that lonely? Like I know what it is. Never. I don't even talk about that because I have my own life and my own channels and my own things that I'm doing, and whatever other people do. No, not you. It's this other account. It's just it's it's the Mr. Peaceful account. I don't know what's up with it. It's not you. It either I just don't get it. It's like it comes to my channel to tell me things that it thinks I should be doing or things that it likes. And I'm like, it's just not pertinent to my channel at this point in my life. Like I am moving on with my life in a very, very big way, and I have been for a long time, where I am putting myself forward in all things. And in the past I talked about why I don't do collaborations anymore, why I'm not on certain people's channels anymore. But as of the new year, it's irrelevant because at this point it just doesn't matter anymore. Like I use 2024 as a time to just think about like past content and things that I thought were like just so pivotal and important or interesting really. And I just got to the point that I really just want to be my own introverted, happy self, you know, thank you. That's very nice of you. How did I get so many subscribers? Well, on my other channel, I have a viral video. On this channel, I've been around for a while. On my other channel, I have a lot of viral videos, and I worked very hard on my content. But I'm going to keep hanging laundry and talking. So, I feel like 2024 was a year to think about like past content and to think about like why certain Oh, it's nice to meet you. So in the past, like I thought about content that didn't really serve me, and I just felt like collaborations, they don't really serve me. Like I maybe in the future there are some people with long hair that I talk to. I might do an occasional, and it's not even something that's on my radar right now. I feel like I would have to have a lot more free time to make this something that would actually happen. I might do another long hair talk on my long hair channel with people who have long hair in the future. If somebody that I'm friends with wanted to come on with me on my long hair channel, we might talk about that. But in general, I just have no plans to ever collaborate. I don't even, you don't need to go to the gym if you're a pedestrian. If you're a pedestrian, you walk for transportation and you do everything for transportation and you clean your house. Like, I don't even do the gym because no need. Like, there's no need for the gym if you're a pedestrian. You walk to the store, you walk to work, you walk home. Like, you walk so much. And then if you want to do something that's productive, you can clean your house. That's my take. Like, I'm not going to pay to go somewhere where a lot of people go, and it's just not for me. That's not even what I'm thinking about, really. I just, yeah. Somebody asked me why I'm not doing these lives with somebody that I used to a long time ago. And I just think at this point it doesn't really make any sense because I haven't done videos with that person for a while and there's nothing left to talk about. In 2024, I thought about like why I used to do like collaborations. I explored it very deeply. At one time, it kind of bothered me, but then I got to the root of it. That person is very focused on their channel, themselves, their own vision of the world to such an extreme that they really don't have any interest in other people beyond what that person can do to serve them. Like that was just and at first it was kind of riling, but I kind of always knew that all along. Okay, I knew that about that person all along, but I think it was just kind of jarring in the beginning. But I had already decided not to do collaborations with that person anymore, just due to time things, because it was very this was the thing about collaborations that just ended it for me. It was just very rigid. Like some people are very super rigid and they treat like collaborations like a locked in commitment. Well, on a level that even school and a job would not be, to where you had to give like super advanced notification to them if you wanted to have other plans. And that particular person that I did collaborations with, like they don't even prioritize spending time with their own family. Like that's just not a priority to them. They prioritize like certain projects that they want to do. So if they don't prioritize that, they feel that everybody else had to. And I made a mistake in the beginning of our collaborations to prioritize that. And one night, my family just came down, and not everybody's in this locked in schedule. And this was years ago when the collaboration was new. And I wanted to actually just see my family that night. And this person that I did the collab with shamed me, saying, "No, you can't do that because you didn't give me a week's notice." And I was thinking, look, I'm working full time. I'm doing 2 of my own channels, and they were just always rigid like that. But according to them, I wasn't the good one because I didn't give like a week's advance notice. But it wasn't always fair, and it wasn't even though they said it was, because if they went on a trip, like, the expectations got super weird. Like, if they went on a trip, we did like a whole month worth of content. And I actually got chastised one time by the person we did collaborations with for not staying home one night and monitoring the chat. It just got weird, and my schedule wasn't working for it anymore. And I realized, you know what? It was never good. It was never a good fit. Like, I don't think you should have to be that locked into any kind of collaboration to that degree. And then I'm just not going to rehash it. Like, I got over it. It was over, but I still have a person that goes to their channel, and for some reason they come to my channel and they keep saying, okay, and let's just be fair. The person I used to do those collaborations with has never thought once about apologizing to me about things that they said. They will never apologize to me about things that they said because they said everything that they said was correct and that they were right. So if you decide that you're gonna be like super rude to someone, and your opinions of how the world should operate and what is considered honor are just the most high ranking thing in your mind, and you prize that above a friendship with somebody who was actually really good to you for very many years and actually wanted you to succeed, but you decide that because somebody expressed a different opinion than you, that they just don't have honor, then you can't collaborate with a person like that. You can't even be friends with a person like that. And just to be fair to the person who keeps coming to my channel and asking about it, I tried to talk to that person that day about a video that they posted that I just didn't think was right or fair. And they doubled down. They said everything they said was correct. They told me because I didn't have their exact viewpoint on certain things that I'm not as good as they are, or I don't have honor. And they doubled down. Okay, they doubled down. So yeah, I used to do a collaboration with somebody, but I don't want to carry this on into 2025. At the time, I was kind of upset that they were just that stringent about it, but I realized they've always been like that. And basically their brand is, it's politics, and it's their very specific political view, and if you don't adhere to it, then you're not a good person in their book. Okay, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let somebody gaslight me like that. And it's kind of ridiculous, and it's kind of rigid. It's almost as rigid as the schedule that they wanted, like, that they thought was necessary for live streams. So I just decided I wasn't going to do lives with that person anymore. And I hate that I have to carry this into 2025. You don't need to contact me because I'm not looking for contact. Like, I'm just looking to do live streams and have fun. So yeah, that's my answer to the person who keeps coming to my videos and keeps telling me that they love lives with that person I used to do lives with. But that person's not talking about me. And when they did one time, okay, it was weird. Like, they used some footage. I had looked at it just out of curiosity to see what they were up to. I don't even know why. And they used footage of me without my consent to make it seem like I had recently talked to them about something. But rather than maybe reaching out or thinking about things that they did wrong, or thinking, hey, maybe that wasn't good what I said. No, they've doubled down on everything they said. So yeah, I will never. So please just don't come to my channel asking why I don't do videos with certain people. I will do videos with people if I want to in the future, but that's not what my content's about. I'm not doing a channel where I want to do videos with people. And at this point, I feel good about it because I decided I like my introverted content, and the year 2024 really allowed me. Well, even if I am on Instagram, I'm not going to contact you because I'm doing YouTube like everybody else who does YouTube to express themselves creatively, not to contact people on the internet. You know, that's why. So you should respect anybody who's online because they want to be creative and this is their platform. And that's that. And if you want to watch me because you like it, not because you think you're going to get something out of it. The end. Yeah, so going into 2025, there's certain things that I don't think are mandatory anymore. And the one thing I think is not mandatory anymore, in my 100% view, is holding on to things that didn't work in the past. And that's a big thing. Like in the past, something might have hurt you, right? Somebody might have hurt you. Or something might have felt unsettling. And I don't even think it has to be a New Year's resolution thing. It's just a mind shift thing. If something in the past just never boded well, or it just doesn't seem like it was a good fit, or it was just like any kind of interaction where something felt weird and it just felt like it wasn't good for you, just move on from it. And that's what, for me, 2025 is about. It's about me just becoming more comfortable with my introverted self, with me expressing that, I can be kind to people, I can be polite to people, like in settings, like in social settings, but then in my free time, I don't have any desire to like belong to a social group. Like I don't have a need for that. Like I don't care. I don't care about like what political movements people belong to. I don't care about people feeling like they have to go to a certain religious meeting, like specifically Christian ones, because they deem themselves more spiritual if they all go to that. Because basically, it's a social thing. I'm more into Khalil Gibran type of thinking, okay? Like where you believe in God, but you don't need like this little guru to tell you how to think. Like you think for yourself. Like that's my take. And honestly, I'm just so over all the people who need to follow somebody, like whether it be a politician, whether it be a religious leader, whether it be some influencer that they think will tell them exactly what they should think and feel. An introvert doesn't need that. Introverted people don't need that. And even like, okay, back when used to do my collaborations, I thought about this a lot. Like even the so-called individual libertarian people, even the so-called libertarians, like they wanted you to follow what they were saying. Like they didn't really want you to think individually, because if you expressed certain thoughts that didn't align with their brand, then they would be like, oh no, that's not good. And I'm like, I don't need that in my life. Like, I don't need to worry about like what any person thinks everybody should be doing. I don't need to like fill my life up with political movements or no, I don't. I'm just at this point in my life, I'm going to share things that make me happy in a very introverted sort of way. This is what I'm going to share. What I've been sharing on my channel, like home cleaning videos, cooking videos, and I'll get around to art again. Eventually. And I'll do style videos. So please follow along to watch what I'm doing in my own way. And that's it. So like in the future, I guess I'll probably still get comments from people that spam my channel talking about somebody that they really love, which to me is not super pertinent because they don't spam that person's channel asking about me. It's kind of weird. I'm like, is that person being paid to come here and post all that? I don't know. But who even cares really? They might be. Maybe it's a paid service, like to promote that person's channel. I don't know. It could be. That's a possibility. But I think in 2025, it's the year of the introverted YouTube channel. In introverted YouTube channels, we don't need to do collabs with people. Like, we're going to post our own kind of content, like things that we love. And that's what I want to keep doing. And that's just what's making me super happy. Super, super happy, you know? Just really leaning in to just expressing myself in my own way and no longer like having to think like, oh, if I express this opinion that I think this could be a cool thing to try, that somebody's like, oh, I don't like that, then there's no point because, like, to me, yeah, maybe someday I will. I'm not completely writing off collaborations 100%. I'm not saying that they'll never happen again, but it'll take a long time before I think I'll find somebody that would be good enough to like good enough fit for me to do a video collaboration with, because I'm super picky about that. And I don't know. So yeah, that's that. Stretchy socks, stretchy socks. I like to try and hang 3 of them on a hanger. 3 is a good amount. Don't fall! I'm gonna have to get you out from underneath there now. Okay, here we go. 3 of them on a rung. Okay, I better get out that sock that I dropped. On it on the floor. Mm-hmm. Do 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 do. I'm probably not gonna do TikTok lives anymore just because I had fun on TikTok for a while when it started going live, or I had the ability to finally start going live, but then it's pretty certain that there's going to be a ban here in the US, and I'm just like, eh. Plus, my TikTok wasn't really growing fast enough. So I'm just going to concentrate more on YouTube, I think. That's going to be my priority. Like, I have always concentrated on YouTube, but I'm trying to actually maybe this year make more. I've never been like the super fan of edited video, but I think I'm going to try a little bit more edited video, but more in a raw format, because I feel like the more I've done shorts, the more it's given me ideas on how I'd like to edit my videos. And I do very simple editing. I don't do anything super fancy. It's not really my style. I'm just a life journey channel. Cleaning inspiration, cooking inspiration, fashion inspiration. And that's what it is, you know? And that's what I like. some more of these sakis ready to be hung up. Okay, so here's another. I am on TikTok. I'm called Southern California on TikTok, which I guess nobody can see the name of my channel here, but it's called California Mountain Art and Life. I'm a California person. Like, I don't know. I guess people that are new, like, you can't really see. Maybe you just can't see my channel name. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't post as much on TikTok though, because that's basically, it started out as like the hair journey version on TikTok of what I do on YouTube. And I'm going to teach you something or tell you something. Most people, I know they're going to say that they post completely different content on both YouTube and TikTok and all that jazz, but no. I'll tell you this. A lot of people post the same thing on all three platforms: Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I don't like Instagram though, because I get spammed up the wall on Instagram. Like, there's these people that think I want to have personal discussions with them, and I'm like, no, I really don't. I'm not interested in random randos like just texting me or sending me messages. And they don't do that to like the big accounts. They just think like I'm like somebody that's going to be excited about that. I'm like, nope, not really. And so it kind of made me just stop posting as much on Instagram. Okay, that's fine as long as you don't spam me and as long as you don't think I'm going to pay you to promote me. So, yeah, that's another thing I was going to talk about. Oh my gosh. Via YouTube and Instagram, well, Gmail, I got a lot of people saying that I should pay them to like promote my channel better. And I'm like, no, definitely not. Like, they all use the same form and they think I'm going to do that. I'm like, I am not your target audience. I don't know who will pay for that, but it's not me. Definitely not me. I guess there's a whole bunch of people that pay people to promote their channel, and I'm not one. It's never gonna happen. Like, I will never pay somebody I don't know to promote my channel. It's just never. Well, you're welcome to like my channel. I'm not keeping you from doing that. You're welcome to like my channel. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's my take on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok thingy. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I love to hang laundry though. It's so calming. It's so nice. It's very relaxing, I think anyway. And I like to hang laundry just because it keeps things from shrinking and they last longer. And it's just nicer for your clothes. Dryer's too harsh. It really is. It's like drying your clothes is just way too harsh, and then it doesn't smell as good. Like, and your laundry isn't as nice, and like your laundry just feels better when you hang it to dry. You know, if you know, you know. If you've never hung your laundry to dry, you'll never know the wonderful feeling of this just nice and soft laundry, because drying it just, I don't know, it makes clothes just fall apart a little bit more quickly. These socks are cute. I don't know what we're saying, funny video. I don't care where people are from. You can follow me anytime you want, but where you're from is fine. It's like, why would I worry about that? Well, I'm from California. It says so on my channel. If you watch my content, you would see it's a very California based channel. Or what am I? I'm a mixture of English and Syrian. Like, if England and Syria had a child, that would be me. That would be me, okay? A little bit of England and a little bit of Syria. That's me. A little bit of England, a little bit of Syria in my life. A little bit of England, a little bit of Syria in my life. That's my ethnicity, okay? But I live in California. I look pretty Syrian too, but I'm American. My English is good because I'm American. I speak English, but I look equally American. I look equally English and Syrian. So yeah, of course, you probably wouldn't even know what a Syrian person looks like. Like, you don't know, friend. You just don't know. I'm just saying, you shouldn't. This is why I think it's silly to ask people where they're from. Are you like multiple people? I don't understand. Anyway, I don't really understand what this account is saying, but hey, this is the fun present of lives. Are there multiples of you? I don't know. Are you using ChatGPT to translate what you're saying into English, or to translate what I'm saying? I don't know. Who knows? Anyway. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. It's nice and even on the hanger. You look very good. Okay, that's good. Glad it works out for you. She still wears a mask. My sister still loves the ski mask. I'm like, okay, she loves to wear those thingies. I was gonna buy her some of the paper ones just because I can't find them anymore in the stores. Like, they've stopped selling them. It's weird. Like, they had so many, and now it's just like, you can't find it anymore. The paper masks are a little bit more effective than the cloth ones. So, but honestly, I don't know. She just really loves masks, so I just wanted to buy her some so I didn't have to wash them constantly. Like, I don't know. But whatever. They don't have them right now. Can't find them anywhere. The weather's dry and a little too warm. I live in California. I mean, right now it's 44 degrees outside, which is cold. I feel like that's cold. I like winter. We haven't had any rain. And as you can see on the news, like, no, I don't live in LA. I live east of LA. There's been a lot of fires because it's dry. And I don't like that. Weather's not so good. But nothing we can do about that, right? Can't change the weather. But yeah, the weather's what it is. I like summer the best. It's my favorite time of year. Maybe spring too. But I think life is good. I really do. So, like I was saying earlier to that person that keeps talking about somebody else's channel, like, oh, it's always snowed in California, dearie. Like in the mountains, it's always snowed. Like California is a diverse climate because first off, California is bigger, like geography wise, than I would say if you put all the land in the United Kingdom together with Ireland, I think, like geography wise, land wise, it's bigger. Population is not as high, okay? Like I would say California doesn't have as many people as the entire UK, but we have like about 45 million people living here. But it's big, it's vast. It goes from Northern California, which is like the northern part of California, has weather very similar to Southern Oregon because they share a border, right? All the way down to the very tip of Southern California, which shares a border with Mexico. And then you have mountains, desert, central valleys in between. Like California has very vast geography. It's very arid, it's very dry. The mountains, though, tend to be like little islands surrounded by desert. Some of the mountains in Southern California reach the elevation of 12,000 feet. There are mountain ranges on both sides of us, the San Bernardino Mountains, with San Gornio Mountains, San Jacinto Mountains, all with peaks going up to about 12,000. At the higher altitudes, there will be snow on the mountain caps on a good year, on a rainy year. I'm drinking just Lipton tea. Usually I drink coffee, but I need to make another pot of coffee. But my mom has given me some Lipton tea, and I haven't drank it in a long time. Like when I was in high school, I used to love Lipton tea. It was like my favorite. But I don't know. I started drinking it a little bit recently just because I need to make a pot of coffee, but I haven't. So I'm just drinking tea. But I'm more of a coffee girl than a tea girl for sure. But as an adult, I just started drinking coffee more and I didn't drink tea as much. But yeah, that's what I'm drinking. So, yeah, so we have mountains, we have deserts, we have Central Valley. I don't think you're going to be visiting me, but anybody can go to California that wants to. I'm not looking to meet people I don't know on the internet. I'm just looking to have a fun YouTube channel. Like, that's the whole purpose of my channel, friends. I'm the same as other YouTubers. We're just having channels for creativity purposes. That's what we're doing here. If I wanted to meet somebody, I'd be just going out and about in my own city to meet people. That's what I'd be doing. Like, if I want to meet people, that's what I'd be doing. I just wish people got, like, well, that's what I'm saying. 2025, respect my channel. Respect it. You're here to watch and enjoy, and that's it. Not with any, like, I'm never meeting anybody from the comments of my channel. I never plan on that. So, I don't know. For some reason, my channel gets a lot of people commenting and stuff like that. I don't know why. Man, I'm just going to be like, There's also poor people, there's middle class people, there's all sorts of people in California. There might be rich people, but there's rich people in the United Arab Emirates. Okay, that's nice, but Who is we? Like, is it multiple people that are talking with you? Like, are you multiple people talking together? I don't understand what you mean. But anyway, that's nice. Thank you. Please watch if you like. I hope you enjoyed my content. But just to keep things a little bit more okay, so here's a new topic. I'm gonna start a new topic. So TikTok's about to go away in the US, which I'm sad. Because it's kind of fun to look at. I post there a little bit, but I don't post as much on YouTube as I said. So here's my topic I'm going to talk about on TikTok. I think this kind of pertains to YouTube as well, but it's really like pertinent to TikTok. I never used to think anything about people posting their children online. I'm going to be like, whatever. People want to post their kids online, right? I didn't think much about it. And I think some people, they do it in sort of a more wholesome kind of way, like, oh, I'm a parent creator, I'm sharing things like about how I'm teaching my kids how to read or get ready for school or things like that. But recently, today to be exact, I came across a video that was just so ragey, and it was the worst kind of rage bait. It was a video that was posted to get a reaction out of people, and people love this person's content. And this person was playing into the exact kind of content that makes people mad about people posting their children online. And it was gross. Okay, so there was this young girl. She was like on this little thing that was teaching her how to ice skate. They didn't have those when I was a kid. Like, I learned how to skate many, many moons ago at an ice skating rink. But it was like this little thing, like a walker that's supposed to teach the children how to skate. And then this man was skating past her multiple times, and in the caption, it said that her dad is teaching her how to skate by ignoring her crying for a half an hour, abandoned on the ice. And then I was like, what is this? Like, who would post this? Like, who would post a video of their like 5 or 6 year old child like crying on the ice while the husband skates by? And then I was looking through the comments, and somebody said, laugh out loud. They don't know that this is a satire account. So I went to another video of theirs, okay? And that's great if people want to have a lot of kids. No problem. I'm going to go get another piece of laundry. That's fine. You want to have a lot of kids? That's great. But I don't think you should be using your platform as a way to monetize your having multiple kids. Okay, so this channel it got weirder, okay? And the thing is, this mom loves to frown. Like, she has this frowny face, and the kids have to practice it too. So the next video was, she was holding a child, and the husband was holding a child, and the mom was holding a child too. He was holding a child. I guess she had like 5 already. She might be having a 6th child, which, by the way, in the US, having 6 children, that's kind of like, it's not unheard of. There are people that do it, but it's kind of sort of considered a bigger family nowadays. But it seems like since COVID, with the whole trad wife thing, like, there's more stay-at-home mom accounts. Like, there's more people like promoting having bigger families. That's kind of becoming a thing here, which, whatever, you want to do that. But don't be posting stuff to exploit your children. Like, this lady, like, okay, thank you. That's nice. But this lady was posting something that just really bothered me, and I didn't think it was funny. So she had, like, it said like it was her child's birthday, and they gave the child a gift, and it was a picture of a sonogram, either of her as when she was a baby or the new baby. And then the older daughter got mad that that was her birthday gift, and the daughter, like the older daughter, the second oldest, and the third oldest all got together, and they were like ripping it up and getting mad. And the oldest one was saying, I wish that I was an only child. And then the mom was making a frowny face, and the child was making a frowny face. And I was thinking, ew, what kind of content is this? So it was a satire video. It was making fun of a mom that was having multiple kids, and how the older one felt like, oh, I'm going to be responsible for the younger children. But you know what? The only thing I thought was real about that whole video was the line where the older child said, "I wish I was the only child." And I do believe that that was the only true line in this TikTok video. But I think her whole account is rage bait. And I'm like, I don't think it's funny. Like, how is it funny? And I think maybe the Australian government was right recently to ban people under 16 on the internet because people are exploiting their kids. And I never thought about it before. Like, it used to just be people would have videos with their kids. Like they might just do a cooking video or they just might do a get ready with me. Just very lighthearted, just very gentle parenting kind of video. But now you're having these accounts. Like I've seen adults do this, but adults all can consent to do this where they post like rage baity content together. But like when you start using your kids to like get people mad in the comments, and even if you're like, oh, we're joking, quote unquote joking, it's just not funny in my opinion because you're using your kids to get clout and to get views, and your children are not profiting from that. And in the US, like children actors, there's something called the Coogan Act, which I found out about recently, where yeah, there's something called the Coogan Act. Well, in California anyway, this is a very California thing where, and this is why it's important. Let's talk about this. I'm going to stop hanging up laundry for a minute because I think this is kind of important, where these content creators are making money, and some of them are making millions of dollars, and some of them are living very lavish lifestyles, and they use their kids, like the videos with their kids in them are usually the videos that carry their channel. Okay, they're the videos that get the viral content. So are their kids benefiting from any of the money that they're making on these videos? Well, the Coogan Act specifies that you have to set aside like a specific amount of the money from the videos for the kids. Same with the like adult children actors in California. Reason being is there's a lot of famous children actors like Shirley Temple, where she didn't have a dime of all the millions of dollars that she made as a child actor because her father like gambled it away, you know? Like she didn't see any of that money. Like it all kind of went evaporating into the air. So nowadays, like the law says you have to set aside a certain amount of money for like child actors. And I guess the law has changed recently that well, you should if you want to make a visa, make a visa. But this is the thing though. We're talking about California specifically though. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. The red states, they don't want child actors to get the money. They don't care. Like, so this is what's happening. This is what has happening in the US. Like some of the parents that were living in California, they moved to like a red state like Arizona because Arizona doesn't require that you have to set aside money in an account for like videos where your child is like in a certain percentage of the videos. Arizona doesn't require that. And I just found out about this recently because when you go on YouTube or TikTok, you'll see like sometimes you'll see videos where it's definitely a child that seems to be in the majority of the content. And I'm not saying that people can never show their kids online or they can't have an account with their kids, but I do think it's kind of concerning when it's rage bait, I'm beginning to have a problem with it, and I just don't think it's funny. But there were all these people that were talking about how this lady's account was funny and how her doing all these skits with the kids was so funny and it was so relatable. And I don't think it's relatable because here's the reason. So her kids, like they have to get up, I don't know, like are they on a schedule? Because apparently some of these people are, even the ones that don't do the parody accounts, but the parody account is kind of worse in a way. But so are the lifestyle accounts because the kids, they're on a working schedule with their parents. Like when you're not in school, you're practicing lines and content for a short video or a long video, but usually the short video. And think about it. It's not that different than a child actor, but some of the influencers have moved to red states such as Arizona, so that they don't necessarily have to set aside money for these kids. And that's a little questionable. Not that I'm saying the law should force them to do that. I'm not saying that the law should force them to do that, but I do think maybe it's time for us to revisit like what kind of content should be post. I don't know, but a lot of people, I'm not saying that we should like police what kind of content people post with their kids, but this is just what I'm going to think at the end of the day, and this has kind of become my conclusion. This is my conclusion. I don't think you should have the law to tell you that maybe it's not good to turn your kids into a cash cow. Your kids are not your economic powerhouse. Like if you as a parent quit your full-time job so your kids can do skits on the TikToks, well, now it'll be YouTube Shorts because TikTok's being banned in the US. I don't know. It just doesn't look good. It doesn't seem good. Like, why is it that your kids need to do that? Why is it that you, as an adult person, can't work for a living? And you're making your cute kids, because a lot of these people, they wouldn't have the views like that, like the ones that go super viral. They wouldn't have the views like that unless they were using their kids for the content. So now, it's just made me revisit a lot of things that people do to go viral. And I don't want to live that kind of life. I'm never going to be the kind of person that like does rage bait. I'm never going to be the kind of person that wants to do controversial stuff to get views. I just want to post happy stuff. Because at the end of the day, I do have questions like maybe those kids love being in a family that posts videos like that, but not always. There was a Mormon influencer lady, okay, here in the US, and she did I guess she did like budget friendly videos with her kids. So some of her kids, when they left the house, they started speaking out about this mom, and they said that she was really strict. And I guess there was one video where she took her son's furniture and bed away because he didn't do a certain chore, like super, super strict. And then it came out that this mommy influencer lady who had her kids definitely on the internet wasn't even doing the skitty stuff. Her son had been nearly starved to death, and he escaped their house and had to go to the police, or he went to the neighbors who called the police. So I'm not saying that these mommy vloggers are doing that, but it's kind of making me feel weird about it. And I never thought about it before. Like I used to think like, oh, big deal. It's somebody post. Like I never thought twice about it. Like I was always like, oh, who cares? But if I was a parent, would I post my kids on the internet? I wouldn't do it because I thought about this. If your child is under the age of 16, they didn't consent to be on your channel like that. Like it's not something that a child consents to. And if you look at YouTube's TOS, like children under the age of 13, and this is just advertising law in the US, are not even supposed to be posting content on this platform. That is US law in relation to like, that's why you have the YouTube Kids platform, because they said it wasn't legal or ethical to be gearing content towards children, right? Under the age of 13. And that's why all videos on the YouTube platform are supposed to be for children over the age of 13. And even if you're featuring children under the age of 13 on this platform, I think to some degree, it's a little egregious when you're using children to carry your platform. I don't know. And I'm not against like the families. Like there are some families that do educational content with their kids. That's fine. I'm not a mommy blogger. I don't have kids. But I don't think I would ever show my kids on the internet because I just don't think it's fair to your kids because they can't make that decision or they didn't make that decision. But yet you, as the parent, have made that decision for them? Really? Is that good? I don't think so. I don't think it's good. So I'm just thinking going forward, like maybe parents who have had their kids online, maybe you should rethink that. Maybe 2025 is the year to rethink that. And to sum everything up, I'm going to go back to that person at the beginning that was telling me about how oh, they love watching this one channel, and they're wondering why I'm not like on that channel anymore. Like I don't do lives with that person. Well, the reason being is another reason. Without going too deep into it, that person was into making controversial content, and they kind of kept it tame when I was with them because they knew I didn't even like the certain level of controversial content that they were willing to do. Like I had lots of questions about it, but I knew like deep down that they really liked that kind of stuff. But I thought that that person seemed like a nice person because I felt like we had certain similarities with each other. Um, so at the time, I thought, this person just has certain political views that I don't agree with, and I don't see why they go so hard for those political views. But they always kind of kept their videos a little bit more tame when I was on their channel. But when I said that I needed to take a break from the channel, right away they started posting stuff that I found a little questionable. Which, honestly, like they had a guest that was posting like a fake topic, okay? A fake topic. Like trying, like, look, can we just call the Russian invasion of the Ukraine what it is? It's a land grab, right? Just like there's another topic that they're very pro for that, by the way. Maybe they're pro land grab. I don't know. But that's what it was. But they had this person that was an expert saying that, oh, that's not true. Ukrainian people are really like the Nazis, which has been debunked. That was debunked. And I even talked to them. This was before we had the big falling out. I said, you really had that person on your channel? And they said that, and you don't feel a little uncomfortable about it? And this was her response. Well, I knew you'd never want, because I had other run-ins with this particular person. We used to be on a website together called Hub Pages. And I knew this person was kind of like a troll extraordinaire. And they loved to like post controversial stuff. That wasn't even vetted, by the way, but would pretend like they were the expert in it all. So they were like, oh, well, I knew you wouldn't ever like that person to be on our channel if you were still doing videos with me. And I always respected you and never asked them to come on because I knew you wouldn't like that. But, since you were taking a break, I thought it was good to have this person come on. And I was thinking that was the person that you wanted to come on. And I was like, oh, this is so weird. But anyway, just to digress, I'm like, controversy, like, this person likes the controversy. They like it. But they weren't even like super good at it because like it was kind of boring. It was controversial, but it was boring. Like I don't know how you pull off both, but they kind of pull it off. So like, yeah, that guy that spams my channel saying he loves that lady's videos. Like, why aren't you over there telling her that? You're not over on her videos telling her that you love me. Like you're over here spamming me, and I'm just like, weird. Like, is every time I try to get away from that, I don't know. I think it's just an uber fan of her channel that like seems obsessed with her channel, who thinks that I need to go be on her. I don't know, but yeah, that's a lot of what you get on YouTube. So yeah, 2025, it's a new year. I'm not collabing with anybody right now because I don't really have a need for that. I'm an introverted channel. I'm into just like talking about taking care of your house, cooking, cleaning. I want to do more artwork, and I really need to get around to that. And people are probably like, why don't you just do artwork? It's so easy. I really should. I don't have a good excuse as to why I don't. I don't, right? But anyway. I just say at the end of the day, like, you should make content that makes you happy. And I just wasn't like, when I got down to it as time went by, I never felt good or happy doing collaborations with other people. The only time I felt like super good was when I did long hair interviews with people that we were just talking about long hair, and it was just very easygoing, and it wasn't like this mandatory schedule thing, and you lack honor unless you stick to this really rigid schedule and give a week's notice. Like, come on, buddy, this is a hobby. Like, I know some people treat YouTube as a profession, but it's not. Like, I'm serious about a lot of things in life, but your upload schedule is not something that you need to be that serious about. You want to know why? How many creators were on this platform that were like die hard about their upload schedule, and they're not here anymore? They've stopped uploading. They're gone. I think the way, this is my thought, in order to be having longevity on this platform is that you need to not take your upload schedule that seriously, and I'm never going to do that, and you can never lock me into that, you will never lock me into that, because that's just silly. That's ridiculous, and it's unsustainable, because the people that go that hard on their upload schedule, a lot of them are not here after 5 years because they went so hard and they burned out, and then YouTube isn't fun anymore. YouTube will always remain fun and happy for me because I choose a fun upload schedule, which is when I feel like coming on, and you won't know when that is because I don't know when that is. It's based on my free time, mood, and preferences of the day and time, and that's it. I don't guarantee any upload schedule, and that's how life should be. It should be spontaneous. And I think we've forgotten what the spontaneity of life could be, because spontaneity is beautiful and amazing, and there are plenty of things in life that you can be rigid about, but your YouTube upload schedule is not one of them, and it never should be, and it never will be with me. Amatweld, as they say in Arabic, of the Levantine kind. Have a good life and a good night. Bye.